Hello, my name is Don Cutapa. I'll be going over TinkerPlots. This is a trial software where basically you can display data and use it to display and graph and basically collect it. So let's get started. So obviously I said before, this is data collecting software. So to start things off, we'll use cards. And you want to start off this way because this is how you fill out your data at first. And for my data, I'm gonna be using people. I think it'll be a good description for them. So people, start off. Obviously, they need a name. Figure out what their weight is, their height, and their age. So now we want to fill out this data. So we got to give these people a name, obviously. So we'll call the first person Sam. Their weight, and as I'm filling this out, their weights and heights are going to be a little very odd and disproportional, but just bear with me. This is all for the sake of using the software. So their weight, I would say 180, and we'll fill out the units for it. So 180 pounds. Their height, we'll do it in inches. I'll say 80 inches. Their age, let's say 36. And it won't be for years. So now do another person. Do Rachel. Their weight, let's say 150. Height, let's say 70. And age will be 30. Next, do one more person before I go on to someone. Her name will be Toby. The weight will be like 175. Height, let's just put 80. It's very tall, but just for the sake of purposes, I'll make her very elderly, so we'll put 80. And now another way we can use this, and a clearer way to see the data, is we can use this table right here. So I'm going to pull that down, pull right here, and let's expand it so we can see it. So this is all the data we just put in, and this is what we put in from here. So let's just fill out the rest. I'll just do 3 more. So we'll do Ryan. Weight, let's put 20. Height, say 60. Age, 50. Steve, let's say 100 pounds. Well, just saying that will make him young, so height will be 40 inches. Let's say he's 10. Last one, let's put Carly. She will weigh 200 pounds. Her height we'll put 70, and then her age, let's just say 50. Alright, so we basically just filled this all out, so now we can see how it's graphed, or basically the plot of the points. So we'll pull this down here, and this is all the people we just filled out. This is them. We have 6 right here, and we filled out 6 people on here, and when we click on them, you'll see who it is. So clicking on this point was Ryan, clicking on this point is Toby, and another cool thing is we can basically move it around. And it's actually basically a restart button, but you'll see how it works as a restart button. Just move it around. And basically one thing we can do is to see their weights of each person. So first I'll label them using their names. So label, and let's put it to the left. Labels on the left. So now we see everyone's name for each data. Now let's see their weight. So the weight is basically displayed using color. Basically for all the attributes, all the variables, as you see this color spectrum, all the way to the left is the white, and it keeps going to the right. The color gets darker. This is basically showing like the increase of the values, basically saying like white is going to be the lightest, and the darkest color over here all the way to the right is the max value for it. So obviously Steve is the lightest, and then Carly is the heaviest. So Steve is white. Steve, the dot is white for him. Not trying to assume race. And this one right here, Carly is the darker color, so out of all of them. So basically how we can give scales or axes to these points is we just drag this right here. Oop, that was a little too far. Yeah, it will categorize them on this axis. And then these values right here categorize them. So as you can see right here, you can see their weights as categorized. We can also, I'll just delete this, we can put their weights also on this side. Oops. Oops. I thought I had it before, but I'll just, we'll just move this over here, and we'll just delete this. So now we didn't do it on the y-axis, but let me spread it out a little more. So, oops. This is a little weird. I haven't had this technical difficulty with it, but I'll try it one more time. So we got the weight over here. We just move the x-axis, and we'll just, yeah, we got to pull it up. Sorry about that. That was a confusion over there. So we categorize it. The y-axis is preferably my way I like to see the data, but obviously we can do this for different variables, so we can see the height of them. So we'll just pull this to the right, and so you can see that we can organize this data a little more by pressing stack, so we can see as is neatly between each scale how they're categorized. We can see how many there are in. If we press count over here, and also see the percentage for it, like how they are categorized percentage wise. We can also, well, this only works for the scales over here. We can find the averages, like the median and the mean over here. Both of them will be 64 to 71. Those are the averages right here. I'll take those out. And yeah, this is just a great way to collect data. This is the fundamentals of it, how you just can collect data, how you can scale it off. This technology is a great way to use, and basically just collecting data in general. And for math classes, if you have a set of data and you want to plug it in, you can categorize it using this software. To categorize is very nice. You can just see how it can be categorized. So I definitely would use this if I was collecting data and trying to find relationships within the data, because this is a great software for it. The technology is a trial software, so you do have to pay for the subscription depending on how long you want it for and how many computers you want it installed for. For the NC mathematics curriculum, this basically can be used from Math 1 to 3, and obviously for AP Statistics or any other classrooms if need be, since this is for statistics and it's for collecting data. But another great way it can be used in classrooms like the mathematic practices is modeling with mathematics. Obviously we have representations here. Collecting the data is definitely a great way to show the representation with data. Using appropriate tools strategically, definitely it's just, students can learn how to use this technology and use it for certain assignments or see relationships with it. And they can also use this by looking for and make use of structure. So they can use this, find structure obviously within the data. They can see relationships, how they worked it out. They can see the structure. Basically, it's a lot of dealing with relationships and how with the data. So that's basically the one big thing about this website, is using it to see the relationships within the data. That's basically the whole purpose and goal of it, but you can also use it for different purposes, just collecting data and to save it and keep it organized for the reason. It does a very good job of it. I highly recommend it for anyone that wants to use it, for teachers and especially students. Teachers can use this for lessons on data, and students can use it for certain assignments, or just, if they're collecting data for science or anything like that, they can use this. It is relatively easy to use, as I showed before. So I think that's a good thing about this software, is it's very easy to use. I would definitely say it would enhance it, because this data does collect what you want, and basically see the relationships with them, what you want to prove, or finding the slopes with it, or anything like that. So I definitely think it does enhance it, just because it's a great way to collect data and how you can organize it and all that sort of thing. So I definitely would recommend this product. So yeah, thank you for watching this tutorial. My name is Dylan Cuddible again, and thank you for watching this.